Weights and Downer. You or someone close to you has just lost a loved one to someone's negligence. How did this happen? And why is it so hard to get information? In times like these, there is one firm who has handled hundreds of catastrophic and lost earning cases. Before you settle fast with a company's attorney, give Weights and Downer a call. 985-876-0870. Weights and Downer.
All right, we are back here in Bayou Town with everything happening around town. Super Bowl coming to New Orleans. We're joined by the parish president of Terrebonne, and in a few short minutes, I'm going to ask him about some of the impact that we might have. We might get some residual here, and he was telling me about the airport a little while ago. I'm going to let him explain that. But first and foremost, Mardi Gras is right around the corner, and my good friend Rich Marty is going to be the grand marshal of the Hercules Parade. So it's a great way to start it off. Rich is such a great guy. He's going to enjoy it. And got a few changes for Mardi Gras. Tell us what they are.
It's carnival time. A lot of people know I love Mardi Gras. Running joke was ran for parish president so I could ride in all the parades. So I've been doing Mardi Gras as long as I remember. But yeah, we opportunities to look at how we could do things differently or better. We're actually moving the review stand this year. We're going to put it in front of the Whitney Bank building. We had that opportunity with the parish buying that building. So just looking at the fact, I met with our directors and talked about opportunity to save money. We had a lot of labor that went into the previous review stand based on where it was, the fact that it stuck out in the road, and we had to take it down after every parade. We had to manually handle the gangway from the review stand to the floats. So I got with our team and tossed out ideas. And again, we're going to have what we call, kind of more of a traditional New Orleans style review stand. Same thing where go from the review stand to the float to give the toast to king and the queens. But something that's, 2 to 3 times the size. We got a handicap ramp on it now, the opportunity to really make sure that the crew has a good time and it's real nice. We have a tent on top of the review stand. That way, if it rains, everything's kind of protected. We'll be able to do some activities inside the Whitney Bank building. And the best part about it is we're looking at doing it anywhere from a half to 2/3 the cost traditionally what we've spent.
Yeah, and I would assume that maybe in the new building, or haven't really been on the ground floor, but will they be able to go in there? Do you have restroom facilities and all that?
Restroom facilities. And that's one of the problems that we had where the review stand was before. The bathrooms didn't work in there, so we had to get a trailer with restrooms. And we'll still have that opportunity, but just to really make sure, especially if we have inclement weather or anything along those lines, that people can actually stay on the review stand and or go inside, and some parking for the crews. And so it really expands things. And one of the areas I'm looking to do is an area for dignitaries. I've talked to Congress people and our governor about coming down for the parade so that people can see the second largest Mardi Gras in the state, which I also say is the most family friendly, and see how we do things in Terrebonne Parish for Mardi Gras.
Now, normally they have a little, I call it the gangplank or whatever, but they walk onto the reviewing stand. Is it very similar? The stand will be close to the street?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be close to the street, but not in the street.
Right.
And we have a gangway contraption that we're putting together that is lightweight and be able to push out to the float. And so we end up having, less labor to have to deal with things. And anytime you have less labor, you have less possibilities for injuries and everything else. And so I'm just really excited about it. And I love Mardi Gras. And it's just one thing that I'm looking to do to help just raise the bar when it comes to how amazing of a Mardi Gras we put on.
We'll be showcasing the kings and the queens, but I know Rich Marty's excited about it.
Right.
And it's an experience. And I had the privilege of being a grand marshal on the Hercules ride. It's something to behold.
That's to both of us, though. I don't know if you realize that, because whenever we won state,
when y'all won state,
we were grand marshals for Hercules also. So that's an interesting experience.
It really is a fun parade, and it's a large group. So let's switch to Super Bowl. You were telling me that the airport's going to be full?
Yeah, I understand there's around 100 planes coming in to go to the Super Bowl that are landing in Houma, because they go to Lakefront, they go to the regular airport, and so just to see that spill over into Houma and the opportunity that I know hotel rooms have been booked. So there are going to be people staying in Houma, traveling to Houma to go to New Orleans for the Super Bowl, and that should be a shot in the arm with economic impact. It's great for our area.
Yeah, I would think somebody was telling me at lunch today that they were surprised because they were able to get rooms in Biloxi. So, well, Biloxi's still a good run, but I was wondering about Terrebonne Parish and Thibodaux, and I bet you a lot of people are going to take opportunities to, I don't know how many swamp tours are working right now, whatever, but they're going to try to get as much as they can when they come in.
Yep, going to our restaurants, and you know, I guarantee at least for 6 months now there have been rooms been booked related to the Super Bowl and people staying here. So it's crazy when you look at it, especially going to the Super Bowl in Miami when the Saints played. You know, just to get to the stadium was a 30-minute bus ride, right? We're 45 minutes away, pretty much to an hour, and we get to share our culture, our experience, and hopefully get some people that are Super Bowl fans that come back and say, hey, you know, I need to stay a little longer, or we're going to come back next year just to Houma because of how amazing our parish and city are.
Well, it's too bad the Super Bowl wasn't right around Mardi Gras time. Then they could really come see a good Mardi Gras.
That's
Not
right.
that New Orleans is bad, but I much rather the second largest one in the state because it lends itself to more familiarity, and we're not too much worried about crime around.
Right, and you look at Mardi Gras and the economic impact that it has. You know, in 2012, I want to say it was a $42 to $46 million impact. We're doing another study because we want everybody to know, and it's a little bit of inconvenience and there's things that go on, but at the end of the day, Mardi Gras is great for our economy and for our community.
All right, there you have it. The Mardi Gras changes, the Super Bowl, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you and others a lot during the Mardi Gras season.
sir.
So get your hand ready. You're going to be presenting a lot of keys to the city and all
sir.
that good stuff. So
Yes, sir. And love the parades, and I thank all the crews for what they do and the time and effort. And a lot of people don't realize that this is a year-round event for us, right? Everybody's always working on floats and throws and everything else, and so I really thank everything that our crews do to put the great show on the road.
All right, Mr. Parish President, good to see you again, and we'll see you in short order.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, there you have it, Mr. Jason Bergeron, the Parish President here in Terrebonne Parish. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with a lot more. Don't go away.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bourke, know your rights.